Okay. Let us play. Alright. Hi. People watching this in the future, just a continuation of Coffee Talk. Chill game, lots of reading, blah blah blah. We're trying to discover what's going on, and it seems like there's something popping car tires or causing vandalism on a street that Officer Georgie is patrolling, and it may be linked to a now missing tree. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot more to it. But let's get to it, shall we? With Bailey's. Hey. Knock knock. Anyone there? Mr. Bailey's. Hi. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you come in. How are you tonight? I'm alright, but you look pretty distracted. A penny for your thoughts. You can have them for free. I was just pondering the hidden side of things. How different the world is under the surface, compared to what we think it is. Nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. Funny, I was having similar thoughts on my way here. I guess now that we spend so much time on social media, people believe we can be summed up in a picture or a sentence. But it's not like that. It's not that easy to know someone. Even if that someone is yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. Sure do. It's been on my mind a lot in the past few days. Does that have anything to do with your wedding to Miss Lilla? Got it in one. How are things on that front? A few days ago, we decided to take some time apart to think. That sounds ominous. No, I don't mean it like that. It wasn't a breakup or even a break. We've been through so much. There's no walking back on our relationship now. But sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know? I think I see what you mean. So we decided to give each other a bit of space. And figure out what we really want out of our wedding. More importantly, out of our marriage. I see. Have you made any progress on that front? Do you want the short version or the long version? I'm always here for the full story. Alright then. I'll tell you everything. But I think I should order first. Sure thing. What can I make you tonight? Not feeling fussy. Water. Anything warm would do. So, anything, really. Makes sense. What about some herbal tea, then? Hibiscus, butterfly pea? Butterfly pea or hibiscus sounds great. With milk and honey, please. Have I made either one of those with milk and honey before? Yeah, Dreamin' Blue. Or the Sweetheart Latte. I like this one better. Because I would prefer hibiscus. Oh, this is for Georgie. Here you go. Hope you like it. Thanks. This is so nice, and it brings me way back. You know how I'm not really in touch with my family anymore? Yes. I'm sorry about that. Don't be. Don't even miss them most of the time. In the end, they're just a random bunch of people. We don't have very much in common. It's good that you've learned that about yourself, Mr. Bailey's. I think so too. There's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her a while now. Someone who passed away, I'm guessing? Exactly. Spot on. Again, Jason. I used to have a very close relationship with my great-great-aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember in my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them, or both of them, would walk away and abandon me. A bit ironic in hindsight. But then, it was many years ago. Yes, it's quite normal for a little child to care about their parents. No matter who they are, or how they behave. It's true. Anyway, I spent almost all my evenings curled up into a ball in my room, trying hard not to listen to all the shouting, except when my gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. Elven high society is amazing at keeping up appearances. Except in front of my family. But she got how it made me feel. So she went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She'd keep me company and bring me a cup of herbal tea. With milk and honey in it. Drinking this now with you. It feels a lot like family again. Surprise, I'm being a great aunt. Sounds like she was a perceptive person. She truly was the best of them. Until she got sick. Oh no. How'd that happen? Elves don't get sick. See, that's a part of elven disinformation. Elves don't get sick with your little run-of-the-mill colds. But they do get big, bad diseases, like everyone else. And it's not uncommon for us to die from them. Except there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say, most of the time, when someone dies. Incidentally, that also means they need to pretend everything is fine until the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in during her last few weeks. That sounds really awful. I did manage to visit her, and she put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. But then she wasn't very happy before that either. At least she had you. It must have been little consolation. But yes, I'm glad I was able to be with her. Well, to think that I came very close to being trapped with those people. I'm pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes she'd be proud of me right now. I'm certain she would be. Thanks, Jason. Here you are letting me blab on again. That's more than fine, but... Do you think growing up among conflict might explain why things are... well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lil? I definitely think that's part of it. In fact... oh gosh. It's these two. Good evening. Hi, Jason. And hi. I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver. I'm Bailey's. Nice to meet you. I'm guessing you're Amanda. We are. But you do not appear to be a hive. How did you... Lua told me she ran into you a week or so ago. Oh, the nice earthling we met on our first night here. That is a satisfactory explanation. And so, are you her date? A little more than that. I'm her fiancé. Truly? Fiancé is a successful outcome of dates with a 0.013% probability. Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization. Thank you. Now, cafe offspring. Oh my god. Child of cafe. We are wishing for a drink. Cafe offspring? How did you acquire that new title? Alright. Sounds like something I shouldn't prod too hard. Never mind me. You're about to order, Amanda. We were. And what we wish for is a memorable parting experience. Ah, I suspected something like that. Last visit in a while, then? That is accurate. I take it you've completed your research on Earth. Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcomes of our missions. Interesting. It sounds like there's a story there. But first, tell me, what sort of experience are you after? We wish to have something we have never had before. It's time to get creative then. Yes. Take care not to reuse any ingredient you have served us in the back. Oh my god. What would I not have given her? Alright. I'm gonna go wild. Hopefully this tastes new to you. The novelty coefficient does not clear the expected parameters, but it does seem very important right now. We wonder why that is the case. Or you may be getting a little emotional, Amanda. Pumpkin spice as in the band pumpkin spice. We did not wish to discuss this. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble. That one was quite close, actually. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see. Yeah, though I mentioned that. He made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. Please tell her I'm grateful for that. Well, that agent kept looking into things even after his second visit here. The scariest thing was when he came by to my cafe, or what he thought was my cafe. I really feared he was onto us, but apparently he just enjoyed the chat we had the other night. And that's what he said anyway. I don't know if that was true, but when he saw the cafe wasn't open yet, he ended up leaving and hasn't shown up since. That's a relief. Yes, we have thought it for a while, and we have decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. How I bet your ancestor. Well, a story. Aeons in the making. Not if it makes sense. Not if it makes our siblings so sad. You've really gotten the hang of emotions now, haven't you, Amanda? Thank you, offspring. If that is the case, we are content. That means our mission is well and truly accomplished. Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions? No, we came here for the purposes of general Earthling research. But it appears to us now that emotions are one of its most interesting aspects. We will be submitting a, you call it, academic paper. Uncontrolled stimuli and reflexive neural patterns. Deep-level communication in hive versus non-hive species. Wow. That's how you know it's serious research. I don't even understand the title. Amanda always was the brains in the family. That wasn't your only mission, though, Amanda. Right? If you're leaving, does that mean... Yes. Pearl and I did go out on a date. Right, you're looking for love, aren't you? I am. I was, I think. I think I may have found it. Wait, wasn't the first date a really short time ago? Just a couple of days. But I've been waiting a while, and I really think this is it. When I took up this mission from the Hive, when I came to Earth, and during this entire process when I changed and changed, what I was hoping was that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does. Yeah, I sort of imagine that. That's so great, but I'm curious. Doesn't being in a hive provide that experience of feeling seen? It does and it does not. And in fact, we hope that is something our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires honestly, but it is not able to communicate the reason for those desires. The emotions, as it were. We do not dwell on those, nor will we start to do so in excess. But it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying. At least to some extent. Yes, the man is a partner. I was very unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth, and I was really bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them than for most people. But when I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared. Which is not an uncommon experience, I think. It's really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly. It certainly requires some time. And even more time to find someone who can look at them with you. Not get scared and take them as they are. Someone who you can see clearly and kindly. It is a precious thing when that happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing. Has that been your experience with Lua? It definitely has. I almost forgot how much it mattered to. I'm lucky that I have good friends who reminded me of that. So does that mean you and Lua found some answers? Oh, the heck with it. I can't hold my tongue any longer. I'm sorry to interrupt your goodbyes, you guys, but Jason, I'd like to officially invite you to a little surprise ceremony, which will take place 3 days hence. Wow, that's some answers indeed. Yeah. Taking a little time to think really cleared our heads. We had gotten bogged down in the details, and in our own insecurities, to be honest. So we decided to make it simple again. No fuss, no massive expense, nothing like that. Just us and our closest family members. Whether we got them at birth or chose them ourselves. I am very touched, Mr. Bailey. Come on, Jason. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as does this place. Speaking of which, we want to have it here. I also have Hyde's invitation here. Special invitation card for a certain someone. Well, Hyde and Gala's invitation, seeing how that's his obvious +1. Well, make it aware. Would you give it to them when you see them? It would be an honor. Silver and Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you're in the cafe family as well, so I'm sure Lua wouldn't mind. Would you like to join us for the party? A party? This is our first experience being invited to a party. It is 99.999% pleasant, and 0.001% disappointing that we have to refuse. Yes, I truly appreciate the offer, Bailey. But sadly, we're leaving Seattle tomorrow. Really? That's more sudden than I expected. Are you going back to space then, Amanda? Not yet. We are going on an adventure. Sounds very exciting. It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip through the country. And maybe even a bit further, if we've got time. We're basically going to be tourists. Tourist is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that traveling must have a mission, a purpose. It seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose than traveling. Which is in essence circular reasoning. It may well be, but it's still a lot of fun. In fact, I'd say that's the real purpose of tourism. To have fun, to relax, to see beautiful things, to enjoy life, you know. Enjoyment has a purpose. That is new to us, but we are 99.999% excited to try it out. And so am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid I wouldn't be able to blend in. That I'd have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Jason, that I always have a place to return to where I feel home. Well, that makes me a lot less nervous. That's... I'm very happy to hear that. I think I should order a drink. Of course. What can I make you? I'd like it to reflect on the spirit of our upcoming adventure. But I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing. So sweet and soothing, but with an adventurous kick? Yes, that's it, exactly right. How about some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun? Ah, I'd love that. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and some spice would be amazing. Cocoa. Here you go, I hope you like it. You won't. Oh, it's not quite there. But never mind. I'm so excited I can barely taste anything anyway. I can imagine the first trip across the country, it's a big deal. It is, but that's not the only reason I'm excited. Okay, that was quite a dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're going to say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives. No, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person. With a secret society and an alien background. It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual. But this particular thing is very commonplace. Our sibling is excited because his date will be joining us. And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. Oh, that wasn't what I thought. Okay, never mind. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right, we agree with her movie analysis 99.99%. Wow, hold on. Amanda, you have met Pearl? And you talked about movies? Now she's joining you two on a holiday? How did any of that happen? We watched Orc Westerns all together last night. Pearl likes them a lot as well. Don't exactly sound thrilled. Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas. I see. Learning couple compromises the hard way. I suppose so. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and that they got along. Does that mean that she also knows where you're from, Silver? She does. In fact, I told her about that on our first date. Wow, that's very brave. It's very hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances to reveal something so vulnerable to someone you've just met and are starting to like. It takes guts. You're very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way. Although, I've always felt safe here with all the regulars. I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me. And so I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl last night. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn more about her, about who she is. And I realized that I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is a part of me. If my goal is to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. In the end, that was the right decision. Well, I will say that if she'd heard your story, and that changed how she viewed you, then she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway. That's fair. But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot. Truth is, and this is another strange thing to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become. And I want the people I love to be proud of me too. What is proud? Proud is... For yourself, I think it's when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving. especially if you have to fight to get there. And for others, it's when you think of someone you care about. Consider who they are and the way they're acting. And it just fills you with joy. Ah, I see. And we are definitely proud of you. You two are a really sweet family. And so are you and Miss Lou and Mr. Bailey's. True. Chosen families can also rock. Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to a conclusion. There is no difference in nature or expression between a family that you were born with and a family that you acquire by choice. Both demand work and understanding. There may be minute differences in the specific process, but the bond appears to be 99.999% similar in the end. So it is. Well, we should probably get going. Yes, we must. Go pack. First time I see someone get excited about that specific part. What Amanda really means is that I must pack. Well, she analyzes the Earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on. Precisely. This is further information for our research. We are thrilled. Good luck, Silver. Indeed. Do enjoy your trip, both of you. I hope you'll tell us about it when you're back, Silver. I will. Good night, you two, then. Hasta la vista, strangers. Orc westerns. Bye to you too. There's never a dull moment in your cafe, Jason. I try. Speaking of which, would you like to hold some party or after party for your wedding here? I know it's not a very large space, but perhaps whether we'd like it, we'd love it. Honestly, I don't want to impose, but there's no place that could be a better fit. And I don't mind that it's not very large. It's going to be a small, cozy wedding, so this is perfect. It's settled then. Lua's going to be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm going to go and tell her now. It's a very exciting prospect. It really is. Thanks again, Jason. You're like a guardian angel for us. And on that note, I'm off. Good night. More like a guardian hive mind. Good night, Mr. Bailey's. I am one with the coffee. Nekomimi driver crashes truck filled with catnip. Suspected DUI. UFO previously spotted by Space Guard fighters. A very determined air balloon. ZXX-20 virus vaccine booster ready for distribution. Relevant. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen her in forever. Good night. Today, because self-care is important. Tell my wife that she needs to embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. That's really cute. Hello, Miss Aqua. Hi, Jason. How are you? Good as usual. How about you? Honestly, lots of things have happened. Can I order something first, though? Of course. What'd you like? Can you make me a cup of chai? Maybe tea, cinnamon, ginger. Doesn't matter if I reverse the order. It did. A cup of masala chai for the lady with the eclectic tastes. Thank you, it's delicious. You're welcome. So, you were saying? Oh, right. It's just I've been busy working on my game. I see. How's it going? It's pretty difficult, but I'll manage. Glad to hear that. How's that contract we talked about the other day going? Oh, that? I rejected it, of course. There's no saving it, really, which is a shame. I surely like their games, but with all the shady requirements they had, I could tell they looked down on us small developers. And the scary thing is, if I hadn't known what I know now, just because they were a publisher I loved a lot, I would have overlooked all that. Understandable, though. You trusted them not to take advantage of you. It has to be fair for both of us, right? Because at the end of the day, it's business. But, I don't know. Yeah. Actually, I tried negotiating with them, because I wondered if they still had any good faith left. Don't tell her, okay. Okay. But as I expected, they really didn't go anywhere. Instead, they insisted that they're doing me a favor, since I'm just a small developer. And I wasn't thinking rationally or in business terms. Doesn't sound like good faith to me. Right? Considering the unfair conditions they're expecting me to accept, they could have at least been polite about it. That's how they care, though. Yep. What's up? Nothing. Is it about Myrtle? Oh. Not that Myrtle didn't get to make up. Well, sort of. We haven't talked much since our little argument. Only checking in here and there. I'm going to a tech mall so I can look for parts to upgrade my PC. Oh. Yeah, I hope I get a good deal there. I wish Myrtle would apologize, though. For treating me as if I'm totally clueless. If she did, I could ask her to help pick the right parts now, you know? But I know I was in the wrong, too. I wasn't being clear with my words. With all my anxiety talking and all. But I already told her I'd reject the contract, right? Yes, I heard you say it. She should have tried to listen a bit. Sorry to hear that you're having a hard time. It's fine. It's just bad timing. Clearly you care about each other, though. So you two will make up eventually, I'm sure. Yeah. Thanks, Jason. That cheers me up a little. In time. I suppose I better go now, so I can shop around as long as I want. Maybe I'll get something nice for myself, too. Like what? Maybe a new bolster? My current one is no longer firm. I see. Well, I hope you have a good time. Bolster. Me too. Thank you, Jason. I'll see you later. Take care. Let's see. Let's go to today's checklist. Cat, maybe? It has been a minute. That's perfectly fine. I'm good. I hope you're well. A minute or not, it's always nice to see familiar faces. Oh, hello, gentlemen. Hey, Jason. Jason! Nice seeing you here, Hendry. How goes it? Good, good, good. See, you're doing good, too. As usual. What do you want to drink, Henry? It's on me. Oh, no, that won't do. Let's talk about bills later. So what'll it be? You first. You sure? Okie dokie. You're taking a 20-ish day long vacation in Asia? Came back from Taiwan a bit ago and currently in the Philippines? That sounds like a lot of fun. A 20-ish day vacation. Yeah, that sounds really good. I hope that you're already having and will continue to have a good time. I'll have one STNJ, please. STNJ was... milk, ginger, honey. I discovered behind a TV in my mom's shuttle home was Sega Genesis games, at games, not the cons. Just need to find the controllers. Nice! It's a lucky find, just hidden behind a TV. This is not the right drink. It's one of those retro consoles, like the NES Mini. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Oh, so it's not like one of the older ones. It's one of the new guy that got released. Yeah. How did I make that wrong? Milk, ginger, honey. I think I used the wrong ingredient. Oh my... god damn it. Milk, honey, ginger. No! I'm fucking restarting the day. In Taiwan, I saw a sign seemingly advertising retro game sale, only to find out through the summer that the sign hadn't been updated in like 20 years. Oh gosh. That's quite a trip. It was tea. The sign showed pictures of the PS2, GameCube, and Game Boy Advance. So it probably hadn't been updated since 2001. Oh my god. That's like actually like fucking amazing. Milk. I got milk. Okay, great. Honey. Ginger. But yeah, sign from 2001. Jesus Christ. I can only imagine that... Oh my god. I can only imagine that it was like some sort of mom and pop place. Like, not like not like a large chain. Either that or the employees didn't care. Ah, it smells so nice. Spun on. Thanks, Jason. You're very welcome. That reminds me of when I was, I used to work for Walmart, and I worked in their electronics department for a while. The store that I was at when I did that, I basically took over their little gaming section because I was the only one working there. And their shelves were packed full of such old stuff. Like, nothing like classic, but just like old, outdated games, and it just wasn't organized very well. And I remember I had found like a box in like an upstairs storage room that was just filled with other games that somehow just weren't on the shelves. So I like checked them out. They all rang up in the system, so I just put them on display. Increased their sales. Got rid of backstock. It's just stupid. How about you, sir? It's my turn. Something with ginger, please. Anything else with that? Well, what do you recommend? Anything from your new tea line is fine. The mall I saw the sign at, it had 3 identical separate game stores that all sold current gen gaming stuff. One even had a worn out old PlayStation logo. I mean, up in one of my upstairs rooms, like the room that I do the like my live streaming in, I've got like an old Super Nintendo sign, and I think I have a Sega Dreamcast sign. I may have gotten rid of that one, but I have like the big huge like Super Nintendo sign. I also have one of the neon Nintendo lights that they would hang at stores too. Oh, I see you have a new selection. Yes, we have blue pea and hibiscus tea available. Hibiscus, huh? You should try a Tajahe Rosella. It's pretty good for this kind of weather. Sounds familiar. It's ginger steeped with roselle buds. Another name for hibiscus. Anything else in it? Well, it's a bit sweet. Interesting. This encounter I had, he couldn't came really impressed. Oh god. You would never... I can't understand why certain stores just like live forever. It doesn't make any sense. Somehow they have the money to do it. It's like a place that you never thought makes any sales. Sometimes they manage to find a way to just hold on. Hibiscus ginger honey. To me, it makes me think of like if you're familiar with them, but like bodegas, which are just like little corner shops all over the city in like New York and stuff like that. Because there's like no room for like an actual grocery store in most places, so little pop-up stores just run and they just have all sorts of stuff. But then it's also likely that they just have things that like no one else would ever carry. What's this? Oh, it's Bailey's and Lua's wedding invitation. Really? For Hyde? Oh. The date is really soon. Could you pass it along to him, since I'm not sure when he'll be here. Okay, sure. I hope that I won't regret giving it to him. Thank you. A piping cup of Tajahe or Rosella for you. Thanks. What do you think, Henry? Doesn't look any good. Uh-oh. It looks about right. It smells good, too. Try it. Yep, it's good. Because I passed your impromptu test. So, what's been going on? Did I miss anything? Something happened, didn't it? You can say that. I think the officer's coming in. I think the officer's coming too, by the way. Alright. As for me, I'm just glad my fury's over. Are you okay, though? I'm fine, as you can see. How are you managing, Henry? Did you get your checkup? I did. Rachel pestered me to get it done all week, so I had to do it. Good. There's no doubt I need to slow down. I can feel it in my bones. Time is a harsh mistress, as they say. Ain't that the truth? But I don't think you get to complain, though. Why not? You know my body isn't what it used to be anymore. Oh. I mean, compared to my prime, 50 years ago. I'm kidding. Truth is, my body doesn't hold up well when I'm transforming anymore. Oh, is that so? Yep. The soreness doesn't go away as quick as it used to. It's harder to get up in the morning after all that. Like today. Not feeling all too well. Especially in this kind of weather. Oh? It's like my body knows if a storm is going to get worse. No weather forecast can match the accuracy of my joints. Well, lucky for you, ginger is great for sore muscles. Yeah. Hey folks. Man of the hour. Hiya, Georgie. Jason, what'd I miss? Some very important weather talk. Is that so? Sounds like I missed a ton then. How are you? How am I? If you're talking about my case, well, I don't even know where to begin. Hendry, you know nothing about what I'm about to say, right? No. What are you talking about? Jason, you should have primed me before I got here. My bad. In my defense, I didn't know you were coming until Mr. Gallo mentioned it. Excuses. I'll help explain it to Henry. In short, there's been a string of car vandalisms nearby. So he's trying to figure out if the tree being gone has anything to do with the case. And I like his little scared face. And that's where we are now. Yep, that's about it. That's a lot to take in. Anything new happened since? Well, I tried something. I set a few candles where the tree was. I used my lighters and things happened. Mind backing up a bit? I feel like there's a lot of context missing there. One sec, I'm gonna check something. I think there's only three days of the game left. I may actually stop after this day. Well, I'm warning you. Everything I'm about to tell you is real. It'll sound a little crazy, but no, I haven't lost it yet. Got it? Loud and clear. So I told Jason about my lighter a while ago. How it might be connected to the fairy market we talked about before. Really? In what way? Lighter was my grandpa's, and there's a chance he bought it from there. Ah, interesting. Yeah, what a coincidence, huh? Anyways, my daughter likes this sort of mystery stuff, right? After talking to her about what's been going on, she believed my lighter was the key to making sense of all this, and gave me some pointers. So, I went back there last night, to the spot, you know, where the tree used to be. I lit a few candles there and put a lighter right in the middle of it all. I'll be honest, it was spooky as heck. The air was still, and I felt tension in my head. I wasn't sure if it's just me being creeped out or if there was something else going on. Whatever it was, I thought I should leave it alone. So I followed my gut and got the heck out of there. Then what happened? It blew up. What? What do you mean, what? The lighter, it just blew up. Oh, what do you mean, blew up? Yeah, I think we definitely need more context here. Well, I didn't see it because I was walking toward my car, you see. But I heard it. Saw! A little whoosh, followed by a couple of clink clinks. Saw. What kind of sound is that? You know, like something small and metallic blew up. Wouldn't bang work better? Nah, that's a shot. I don't want to confuse y'all with that. But pfah! What is that? You know, pfah! And then what happened? Right, okay, thank you. Then I immediately looked back to see it had fallen over with its lid open. The flame, it was burning white. Wow. Ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was freaked the frick out. But before I could do anything, two small figures emerged from the corner, walking toward the lighter. Did they see you? Yeah, they did. They inspected my lighter while I was just standing there, and they asked me straight up, Is this lighter yours, guy? I said yeah, and I fired a question back. Are you the ones who've been messing with cars around here lately? They said yes. Well, sounds like case closed. So, they weren't ghosts? Hell no, thank God for that. Then, who were they? Let's just say they were close friends of the deceased. They're part of the fairy folk, but I didn't expect them at all. Didn't expect. Do you know them? Kinda. In fact, they own the gnome noms near my place. Oh, wow. Did they know it was your car then? Nope, because I only ordered takeout. And I usually walk there. What was the reason for all the vandalism then? It all started because of a broken promise. And we have to start way back for that. You remember why the tree was there in the first place, right? Yeah. The tragic hit and run. At that time, the court ruling practically let the driver off the hook outside the DUI charge. Well, it sparked a huge protest. Good. In response to it, the mayor at the time gave his word to the victim's family. He promised to keep the tree as a landmark for the community. And the vow was kept after his tenure was over. But he died a few years later. And we all know recently what happened to that tree. I see. So it was their attempt at keeping the memory alive. Not just for their friend, but as a remembrance of the injustice as well. And after all the urban renewals the city's gone through, makes sense that the community that used to be there is gone by now. That's right. There used to be a lot of veteran housing and low-rise apartments in the area. Now it's filled with never-ending projects. You okay? Oh yeah, sorry. There's something about it bothers me a bit. Like what? Their unique disposition after they pass. It bothers me that their own memories are insufficient to ensure their existence. And by failing to remember, we, the outside party, will also gradually lose track of their existence. It just doesn't feel right to me. Get what I mean? An odd erasure of existence. But apparently that's why they keep animals. The Gnome Nom owners told me they have a large mastiff living in their place. Others even take care of multiple animals at once. Interesting. I suppose that's why some folk prefer living near the wilderness. And animals don't live long either. Right. But the erasure starts happening if they're completely forgotten, right? Something like that, I guess. I'm not sure. Right, okay. But doesn't that normally happen anyway? How do we pay respects or remember someone who died a long time ago? Like our ancestors, for example. It's our call, isn't it? Every April, Rachel and I would visit my wife's grave. We used to visit her grandparents' graves too, when my wife was still alive. If her extended family was visiting, they'd join us. We clean their gravestones, bring food, and have a feast while catching up. It's how Nekomimis honor the dead. And I'm sure other cultures have their own ways too. Right. I truly think continuing the tradition is something we do for ourselves. To remember the deceased and all the reasons they matter to us. So, except for the weird erased memory part, it sounds on par to me. It's the effort of living to remember the dead anyway. You're right. Unless you believe in life after death, memories are for us, not for the dead. Exactly. It'd be great if we could all remember and help each other. But keeping track of any sort of history is a team effort. Because the best way to gain wisdom is to learn from the past, whether it's good or bad. Yeah. Speaking of the Nom Nom owners, though, what happened to them after all that? Oh, right. Did you arrest them? Nope. Huh? Are you going to let them go? Not necessarily. But I got an idea on what I have to do. Right now, I'm just happy there's no ghosts involved. Still, it was truly something else. Yeah, what a night it must have been. It is what it is. What's up, big guy? Something on your mind? No, nothing. A shame about that lighter of yours, though. Oh, yeah, it's probably busted, right? That's the thing. It works just fine, not even a scratch. Really? But that thing blew up, didn't it? Like, the thought. Heck, we even debated the sound effects and everything. As I said, it still works fine. So I don't know what else to tell you. Let's see. You know, you want to know what I think? No. It's haunted. No, it's not. That thing is definitely haunted. What are you talking about? The white flame is a bit unnatural, I agree. I remember you kept forgetting your lighter here. Hey now. A man is allowed to forget stuff as he gets older, no? As for the blowing up, that was probably a well-timed bad chemical reaction or something. The thing is really old after all. If that's the case, why not? You might want to stop carrying it around. At any rate, I believe you now, officer. There's no such thing as coincidence indeed. Still think it's a ghost, though. Shut it, Benji. Spray him with the water bottle. In any case, mystery solved. For now, at least. Oh no. I think I have to go now. I didn't realize I missed multiple messages earlier because I was so engrossed in your story. Sorry to rush off. I'll see you again next time. Sure. Safe trip. Nice seeing you again, Henry. Take care. Let me move over there. You know, all that talking made me thirsty. You want anything? I'm good. Then one espresso for me, please. I'm glad I remembered. What is it? It's Miss Riona's number. She asked me to give it to you. She said that she can help you find someone if you need it. Or if you need any information from her. I see. Well, I'm sure it will come in handy. Thank you. Dislikes ghosts. Trying to be a good father to three great kids. In this ever-changing world. Couldn't stay a keeper for his lovely missus. Georgie's cute. Thanks. Great as always. So, what's next, officer? What's your plan after this? Other than talking to him? I guess I'll focus on the rumors. We're just going around that cars are being messed up there. It's kind of expected though, isn't it? There's no point adding to citizens' worries when the case is pretty much over. And I don't want bad press to paint over the area's history. You're right. Nothing like rumors without being stopped. They'll just spiral out of control. Time to leave, I guess. Duty calls. Something like that. I suppose I'll do the same. It's quite late after all. Thanks for listening to us, Jason. The old men ramble. The pleasure is all mine. Well, take care and see you later, yeah? Have a good night, Jason. Safe trip, you two. Okay, because there are potentially just 3 days left, I do want to end it there, but you know what? I want to stream a little bit longer, so play some Katamari. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to swap games real quick. 2 seconds.